All right, hi guys, going live. Today I am going to talk about why you should start your business with no products, absolutely no products, right? So this is counterintuitive, right? We've all been kind of taught the idea, oh, you should come up with a great product, you should come up with an innovative, awesome idea, right? Be different, be unique, come up with a great new idea that solves someone's problem that nobody's ever thought of before, right? Which that's all good, that's all good and great. But when you're just starting out, I really recommend that you start your business with no products. So why am I recommending that? And why should you listen to me, right? So I have started my business a while ago, about 2 years ago now. I got into the e-com business, the pet industry, physical products, right? And I sell my own products now, private label products. I sell on Amazon.com, have a successful business. But when I was just getting started, right, I was working really hard. I thought I had to come up with something super unique, and I worked for hours on it, like late nights, staying up late, researching, buying different materials, making prototypes, testing things with different customers, friends and family, things like that. But I never actually went out and talked to real customers. Like, yes, I talked to like friends and family and people I knew, but I didn't go out and actually talk to my ideal customers before I decided to start working on the product, right? I even actually went so far as to spend a couple $1,000s on getting a patent for my product design and got CAD drawings and all this stuff while I was creating this product before I was really selling it that much. And then eventually I even got the chance to pitch some investors, some actually millionaires, including Kevin Harrington, at like a Shark Tank style business competition where I got to pitch my product idea to these investors, right? And at that point, I kind of sold some products, right? I was seeing a little bit of success, so I was really excited, right? Like, this is my chance to get my product out into the world. But what happened when I got on stage and talked to those investors was that they wanted to know the numbers, and they wanted big numbers, right? They didn't want to know that I just sold a couple hundred items, and they wanted to know how big my list was. And I didn't have those numbers at that time. So it was very, you're way up here. And then you're like, oh, right? So that's why I'm saying to entrepreneurs right now, you should start to test and validate your idea before you go and invest a ton of time, a ton of energy, all your heart and soul. Don't invest all of that for, weeks and months or even years before going out into your ideal community, into your niche community, and getting feedback on your ideas first, right? So, and I am not the only one that teaches this, right? So there's a lot of people out there that teach like the bootstrap method, the minimum viable product method, right? So if you go out, just Google those terms, you're going to see what I'm talking about, right? So it's a whole idea of just doing things bare bones, even launching a product before you have created it, right? So Kickstarter, I'm sure everybody has heard of Kickstarter, right? Or Indiegogo, things like that. Where people, they have not created the product yet, right? They just get this idea and this vision of what the product should be, and they launch it and raise funding for the idea and validate the idea before they go and invest in building that product, right? So that is the smart way to do it. Don't waste a ton of time developing something in a vacuum, guys. It's a scary place to be. You don't want to be there, right? And I can tell you because I have been there, right? So besides starting a Kickstarter, right, that seems a little scary for a lot of people, right? But there are some other ways that you can do this before getting started, right? So you could go out on Facebook and just join a bunch of groups that are related to your ideal customer, right? So if it's dog products, go join a bunch of groups on Facebook that are about dogs, right? If it's baby clothing, go join a lot of mom and baby groups, right? Just whatever it is, camping, survival, artists, school teachers, whatever it is, there is a group for it on Facebook. You can go join those groups, right? And then don't be pushing your idea, but just start some conversations with the people that are in those groups, right? Start talking to them, asking them questions. What do they think about this? What do they like about this? What do they hate about that? What do they wish they had? What kind of problems do they have? Just start asking questions to the people who you want to serve and you want to sell to, right? And then you're going to start learning things very quickly, right? And eventually you'll be able to kind of present some ideas to them, right? So a way I will do this sometimes is I will kind of pose as a buyer, right? I'm in this group with these people in this community, and I will pretend to be my ideal customer. And I'll say, hey guys, I saw this product. I'm not really sure about it. Have you guys ever bought a product or used a product like this? What do you guys think? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Stuff like that. So it's very easy to get some feedback, right? Another thing you can do is if you just have an image of your product, you can post an image in some ads and start running some ads and see if people are clicking on it and are interested in it. Another thing you can do is you can run a free contest, right? So there's a lot of software out there these days that allows you to easily and in a non-technical way launch a contest where you would be giving away an item, right? So if you are getting people to sign up to win a specific type of product or service, they are obviously interested. They are voting, right, with their emails to win that product. So you know that there is market interest. So there are a lot of different ways. That's just a couple examples that you can validate your idea before you get into business, before you invest a ton of money, and before you spend any money really on developing the product or on ads. I know I mentioned ads, but there are a lot of free ways to test your product and validate it in the marketplace before you go investing a ton of money on something that maybe the marketplace may not want. And trust me, you want to know that up front before you spend a ton of time and money on it. Trust me. So just to kind of recap, don't be like me, right? Like I learned my lesson the hard way. I had amazing opportunity to pitch these investors and it didn't go well for me. And I don't want that to be you, right? I want you to have all the opportunities up front. So, if you're going to be getting into business and launching a product or service, go get that market validation first before you start to develop your product. So if you liked this video, if it was helpful to you, if it got some wheels turning in your head, right, please like this page and subscribe. I'm going to be bringing a lot more videos about business development, ideas and strategies, and some tutorials on things that can help you to get your first or new business started. So I'm Terry, and thanks for watching this video. Bye.